What is up? It's your boy Diggin Talks. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about how underappreciated Chris Paul is as a player, especially as an impactful player. I think people doubt how impactful he can be, and that's why I think he's one of the most impactful players of this generation, even of all time, to be honest. We saw it last year. OKC, everyone counted them out at the start of last season. Everyone thought they were going to be not even a playoff team. Everyone thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA because they didn't have the best team on paper. They had CP3, they had Shea, and they had Schroeder, really, and Gallinari. That's all they had. They didn't have any outstanding players, and Chris Paul didn't play that well the season before. Everyone knew that. Everyone thought he was washed. He proved them wrong because everyone counted OKC out because they lost Westbrook and Paul George. But yeah, and we saw that the impact that CP3 can bring, and how he's basically telling everyone, put me on a team, no matter what the team is, I'm going to get you more wins that you would there without me, basically, and a lot more wins. And I think how he's playing on the Suns right now, he's not putting up the best stats, but his impact is great. But yeah, anyway. So I think James Jones, who is the GM of the Phoenix Suns, did a great job for trading for Chris Paul. I think he knew that he needed a trade for Chris Paul because Devin Booker was getting tired of constantly losing. And Jones knew that bringing CP3 in would cause nothing but success. They also signed a vet, Jay Crowder. I think both of these additions was a smart move for the Suns, because I know that Devin was talking or was thinking about teaming up with D'Lo and Cat, and both those players are on a team together. So it needed a lot to sway Devin Booker to stay, and I think bringing in CP3 was a great trade. Didn't even give up much. They gave Kelly Oubre and Ricky Rubio, but they brought in an elite point guard. So yeah, and that's what the Suns have always needed. They needed that elite point guard. So yeah, they had Ricky Rubio last year, and they had I forget his name, the white guy the year before. But yeah, so CP3's shown his clutch genes in the past. Even this season, I saw him lead the Phoenix Suns in the fourth quarter against the Nuggets earlier this season. He did a great job. He got the last shot off. So yeah, his leadership is it's great. So Chris Paul's win shares is 13th of all time. And if you don't know what win shares mean, so win shares is basically an advanced stat in the NBA that estimates a player's individual contribution to their team wins. So basically, if a player like Trae Young has a high win share, it's basically saying he's kind of carrying the team to wins. Another thing I want to talk about is last year at OKC, they outscored opponents by 6.7 points per 100 possessions with CP3 on the floor. And when CP3 wasn't on the floor, they got outscored by 6.7 points per 100, which basically is saying that when CP3 was on the floor, they were a playoff team. When he wasn't, they were playing like a 10th seed or something like that. So I can honestly say that Chris Paul is probably one of the best leaders in the NBA currently, and even all time, I see him as one of the best. And we're already seeing it already at the Suns. He isn't putting the best stats up, like I said, but he has changed his team from a losing team to a winning team. Almost kind of like how Steve Nash did in the early 2000s. Anyway, so the Suns are looking good. It's great to see Devin Booker play alongside another All-Star for the first time, even alongside another a good point guard, like a serviceable point guard for the first time. And the Suns have always needed a great point guard, and they have one now. And I think they can make a playoff run and go deep in the playoffs even. And yeah, I know that Chris Paul hasn't done much in the playoffs in the past, or really contended for a chip. But the one thing he always does do is he gets the most out of his teammates. We're already seeing it with Mikal Bridges. Last year we saw it with Shea and Schroeder. We saw it with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan in the Clippers, and so on. But yeah, I just think CP3's impact it's really unmatched, and I think he's one of the most impactful players. And I think people forget how great he is. And people kind of wrote him off at his second season in the Houston Rockets. He wasn't playing as good as he was the season before, or the season before that. He wasn't playing, he wasn't playing good basketball. I'll be honest, he wasn't playing good. But I think he's reviving his career, and he's being one of those players that just can can really lead a team to the playoffs, and yeah, it's great to see. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a quick video. I just want to talk about how impactful Chris Paul is and how underappreciated he is. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.